Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 219 of the Red Force podcast. My name is joining me today, Christian Zalado.
Welcome, one and all, to the Jojo show.
We're back.
We're back. Jojo's back. Does it feel like Jojo's back? Because Jojo died about 3 months ago.
Netflix fault.
But we're here to talk about Jojo.
One Piece update. Anime not doing what the people wanted.
What do people want?
Extending nothing.
What did they want to extend?
The Kato Kinemon fight on the rooftop, they'll extend that. How'd they get knocked out? No.
Who gives a fuck?
I've seen people say it.
Frauds
False. Falsehoods.
and lies.
Indeed.
Now, we've got this dog here
Yes.
in the middle, chewing on something, as usual.
Right. A menace, as
A
always.
menace in the studio. Classic. Now,
But speaking to the dedicated fans that are watching this show, Christian,
yeah.
we appreciate you very much. Now, we understand that this, it's JoJo Part 6, which was popular 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's 3 episodes.
It's 4 episodes.
Right. 4 episodes. So, we'll see how this goes.
Eric, relax, alright?
FF, not
Foo Fighters.
the most exciting part that we've got, but
We got Hermes fight as well. And then we got the Marilyn Manson fight.
we'll get into it.
Alright, now. First thing to announce, Eric.
What?
Shadow Soul. New chapter out. 6 out of 8 fights complete. 2
6
to
out of
go.
8. Okay. I assume you left the best ones to last.
Well, they ramp up, alright? Now, this is a 2v1,
Yeah.
right? And the panel constraints are real.
We find it tough.
Confined, limited panel space, limited panel time.
Christian has an
People complaining
Christian,
about roof piece.
Christian has an aversion to the wide. The wide
I
shot.
put plenty of wides, just lots of distance.
Yeah. Well,
There's plenty of wides.
we gotta try the combos.
Combos are there, Eric. But 16 pages can really do 3 exchanges.
Sure.
You know.
Okay.
So people enjoyed the fight. Go read that.
Are you satisfied with the outcome?
Yes.
Okay.
Now could have done with 5 more pages, yes. But upload limits, time, it's all there.
Okay.
But it's enjoyable. Now we're moving on into the JoJo show.
Yes.
We got 4 episodes for the people. We got a topic of the show, which is what happened to Chopper, man?
You want to talk about Chopper?
Because I caught a clip on the internet.
Right.
Chopper in Skypiea defending the Sunny, putting
Being-
it on the line,
being
with straw
raw.
hats. Alright? And it just reminded me of what Chopper used to be, and is no longer. And it's disappointing. But we'll get into that. We got How Strong is SHANKS, we got questions, we got Thunderdome, we got it all. Alright? Now let's move into these JoJo episodes, part 6. Here we go. Quick recap for the people, Eric.
Yes.
We start this season. Main character, Jolene, gone to jail for a crime she didn't commit. Framed by said man, Enrico Pucci. Alright?
As we
White
come to
Snake.
find out.
White Snake. In prison, we mess around, we learn the stand ability, we have a little fight.
Specifically set up by, what is it, Jungle A or whatever his name is? But we find out that later, but whatever.
Yeah. But mainly orchestrated by Pucci.
Right. To get closer to Joestar.
Yes.
Mr.
Enrique Pucci.
Enrique Pucci.
Alright. We go there. We're in prison. We have a little fight with the Goo Dolls. We learn the stand. We get the powers. Then, it's the whole, we're in prison, fucking around. We get called into the cell. It's Jotaro. We got set up. Illusions. Nonsense. Prison break. Jolene gets caught. Gets Jotaro out to safety.
Right.
Jotaro loses his memories and his stand. Jolene has to get it back. She goes back into the prison to save her father. And daddy issues are now over.
Yes.
Now we're moving into the next episodes. Episode 6. Jolene has had 5 years added to her sentence and has been placed in solitary confinement for 2 weeks because of the prison break. We then cut over to Hermes waking up after a fever because she pricked her finger on the pendant, aka the stand arrow, and got the fever. The fever returns.
I remember.
If you survive the fever, you get the stand.
Some, Jojo's bloodline is so strong that they don't get the fever.
That's right. Alright.
Because they're destined.
That's right. Hermes wakes up. She got robbed by a mysterious janitor. She then learns that she now has a stand power called Kiss. Okay. Now, what do you think about this stand power?
Interesting ability. I imagine there'll be some mastermind plays later
There's
on.
a lot of nonsense coming up with it.
The explanation of this whole entire scene's a bit strange, but you get how it works the more examples they give.
She puts the sticker on, it duplicates, she takes it off. The duplication comes back together with damage.
I think this is easier to explain with action rather than trying to explain it with words. Because, just, when you see it happen, you're like, okay.
Yeah. She works it out. Kiss. There you go. Stickers.
Right.
You place it off, you take it off. Duplication. You take it off. It snaps back together to one. And anything in between.
Of course.
Gets damaged.
How much damage?
Depends,
some damage.
Depends what it is.
2 anvils, 2 bowling balls might do some
damage.
damage. Right.
Alright. Depends on the weight. Depends on a lot of things.
Is there a weight limit to these Kiss stickers? Can you put it on 2 walls?
Walls? No, I don't think that's ever been. But we'll get to it. Alright.
Okay. I imagine there's some situations.
Alright. She has woken up and she uses her abilities to knock out Lightning McQueen and witnesses stand discs popping out of his head.
Right.
So he takes them, she reads them, and then she gives them to Empoleon for safekeepings. Alright. Now, she reads the discs, and we have a little meeting with Whitesnake, our first clue to find this man.
Right.
Who is this man? Our first little clue here. Now, the fight begins. The next day, it begins. What do you think about this fight?
It's one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
One of the worst fights Eric's ever seen.
This Kiss fight?
Lightning McQueen. What's he? It's called
I can't remember.
Is it Jumping Jack Flash? No, that's the next stand. What's his stand called?
Something dumb. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
Alright, so the way it works is...
Whatever damage he inflicts to himself, inflicts other people.
This man tries to kill himself a lot of times.
Right.
Low self-esteem. Piece of shit. What do you think about this Iraqi commentary?
You drag down others.
You're the worst kind of person.
We can get a little philosophy here, Christian. We got a bit of time.
Yeah.
I think the general premise is, somewhat sound.
Yeah.
In that,
He keeps trying to kill himself. There's gags. He's using her
I think
ability to outdo it.
I think a little bit of nuance was acquired here, which is surprising for Araki because he's the master of nuance in many aspects. But he takes a heavy-handed approach here.
I think he just hates his man so much.
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, I think he hates these kind of people in general. You get the idea that...
Yeah.
Even, Poochie's speech about him's like, I like you because, you're so disgusting, you drag down other people. Which is but it's I think some nuance is appropriate in this situation.
Jojo is about strong wills.
Right.
And if you don't have the strong will, you get out. Alright?
Yeah.
That's what Iraqis say.
I think that's fair, but then, like...
Don't bring me down. You know?
I don't know how you feel about this, but for me, it's like, as long as someone's, like, actually trying to help themselves, it's fine.
But this guy's not.
But yeah, but
He's
this
the
guy's
worst.
just like a trash man. But
Exactly.
Iraqi doesn't bring that point up.
He does. He calls him the worst.
Right.
He's like, you bring down others, you don't try and help yourself, you're a piece of shit. No
And
one
then
likes
he
you.
Then he kind of likes the attention.
Yeah, he's a fuck.
Yeah,
he uses the sympathy to gain attention. And
again,
sympathy.
this is like one of the things where this is like a key example of why I hate like edgy stuff in like fiction.
Yeah.
Because it's just played off as like dumb.
But Iraqi hates it too. That's the commentary.
I don't know.
It's not played for serious. It's a meme.
Yeah, no, but like this is an extreme example of why, like, you know, I've got a sad backstory, therefore I'm justified to do anything.
Iraqi says no.
Iraqi says no, but this is like an extreme example of just ridiculousness that would probably someone else would try and do.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the point.
There you go.
But yeah, what do you think about this fight, Mr. Iraqi man? Iraqi stand over here, because you can't tell me this is a good fight.
What did I say at the start of part 6?
Iraqi's getting tired of these stands.
Iraqi's getting low on ideas. And this is the prime example of Iraqi getting low on ideas.
Anyway,
Alright.
we don't need to go through the fight. A bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah. I didn't even write any notes for this fight.
Panties, etc. He gets off on the attention.
I'll just mention the finisher. Hermes attaches a sticker to his face. Electricity, the sticker burns off, smacks his head together, he's knocked out.
Right.
We get the discs.
I give this fight 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. It's not a fight.
It's so bad.
Bad fight. Alright.
What would you give it?
Really? Iraqi's trying to really hammer home how...
And it's so long. That's the worst part about it.
Yeah, I know.
It's so long.
The pacing's off for this. The whole episode didn't
Right.
have to be this.
And it's a lot of screaming, and it's so long.
There we go. I watched this in English.
Right. How was it in English?
Hilarious.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe that adds a little extra element to it.
Adds a little comedy to it. It's funny.
Okay.
I'll give it that it's funny. Well, I think Iraqi went a little too heavy-handed on how to explain Hermes' powers. It's not that complicated, Iraqi. You don't have to go
Right.
and reiterate it like 30 times.
And why would you try and get into like this political, like this like philosophy idea while trying to explain the stand in a simple way? It like adds extra layers for no reason.
It's okay. I wouldn't say this.
And for Hermes' first fight, it's like weird and more of a like display of her personality than her ability. I
mean,
guess,
we haven't really got much of her. This is like the first real. She's kind of hanging out.
Right, but you understand her basically on the bus more than in this fight because this fight's just stupid.
Yeah, but after the bus and the whole other time, you don't see her. This is
Yeah, I
the first
know.
time you see
I
her.
know.
But anyway, she has the pendant. She beats
You didn't rate the fight.
5 out of 10.
5.
It's all right.
This is offensive. This is an offensive fight.
It's not a 0. A 0 means it's not a
No,
fight.
never do. No, you would never do this.
What would be the
This
point?
is horrific.
Yeah, it's one of those fights. It's just like Iraqi misses. You can't always. Even Jordan played baseball. As
You don't even know the bit.
As Eric says. Even LeBron played tennis.
Okay.
As you say.
Sure.
All right. Now, moving on to the next episode, we're actually getting into it. All right. Hermes gives the disc from Lightning Queen to Empoleon for safekeepings, and we give the memory disc to Jolene to see if there's any clues we could work out about Jotaro's disc, Eric. All right.
Yes.
The prison chief has this event. 2 guards have been missing. They think it's a prison break. They think maybe they're dead in the swamp. Let's send some prisoners out to go look for these goons. And in the meantime, we're going to look for the stand-ins.
Now, this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, alright? Yeah. What are the chances that this idiot prison chief...
He's not an idiot.
This warden...
Yeah.
This clown gets a stupid stand.
he's competent, but he looks retarded.
Yeah, he's a fine character.
He's a lemon man.
Yeah.
Very strange, Eric.
We'll see.
What's his name? It's like Loco Roco.
Sounds like a Rocky.
Alright. And they attach these exploding handcuffs to the prisoners. Now, Eric, I don't know about Florida. I don't know about the United States of America.
Sure.
I don't know how legal this is. The legality of these exploding bracelets. Shout out One Piece. But at least in Jojo, we actually believe they'll kill people. Yeah. Unlike One Piece, where no one's believing that explosive cuffs are doing anything. Explosive cuffs are doing anything to high-level people.
Right.
So Hermes and Jolene volunteer to go search for these people. Maybe they can find the discs while they're out there.
Perhaps.
Alright. We are joined by 3 other women. Alright. And we go along in this adventure. They run off as the prison guard is on a buggy and tries to blow them up, basically, as a meme. Funny meme. Funny joke.
Yeah, fun.
Alright. They're running around. You know, they're looking here, looking there. And then one of them is dead.
Did you mention the crocodile scene before this?
Yeah.
Kind of setting this whole thing up. Who cares?
Jolene does some slickness.
Okay.
And gets shit on the prison guard. We know how these bracelets work, alright? Okay. One of the inmates is dead. No. It's not the inmate. The guard is dead. Gets dragged away by a mysterious thing on the water. One of the girls explodes because she's too slow. And mystery. What's going on? I don't remember you being here. What's going on? Stand attack.
They also find the discs.
That's later.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Now, we're actually getting into this fight. Alright? What do we think about the whole murder mystery angle? Who done it? I don't remember you.
This is the
blah blah blah.
This is why it doesn't work.
Why?
The other 4 girls. Who cares?
That's kind of the thing. You don't know them, so you don't know who done it.
Yeah, but there's no stakes. If they all die, who cares?
They're trying to find the stand attacker, Eric. Who's attacking them? It turns out it's a sentient colony of plankton. Giving sentience by Whitesnake.
Right.
Via... I'm a little confused here. Is it memories? Is it the stand disc?
I think it's a disc, isn't it?
I know it's a disc, but is it memories or is it a stand disc?
Also, did he just throw it into the river? What's going on?
Confusion.
Right.
All right. On how this works. Not really sure about how this works.
Maybe the stand can do it, you know?
But it's alive because of Poochie.
Yeah.
All right. So, we've got this alive sentient plankton that needs water, needs to be hydrated to survive. Protects the discs on behalf of Poochie because it's its purpose. And then Rocky hits us with the philosophy, Eric. I was gifted by the sentience that was here before the Big Bang, before time itself. Eric, now what's Araki talking about with this? What is Araki trying to say? Is he talking about the consciousness?
I don't remember this scene.
Of the universe, Eric.
I don't know.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about gravity.
He's talking about gravity, exactly.
Talking about fate.
Gravity, fate, it's all linked. And we'll get to it once we get to the Poochie scenes.
Right.
Not this episode. Next episode. Alright? Dio, gravity, it's all connected. Alright?
Sure.
So, we're having this fight. Various shenanigans. Using ropes to get out of the water. We're going to get out of the water so it can't get us. We get out of the water. Then, shenanigans happen. Alright? Next episode, the fight actually starts. Jolene goes to go get the discs before Foo Fighters can move them. Well, Hermes fights the other one so the cuffs don't explode.
Right.
Alright? Now,
Because they kind of move the body so they're in the range and shit.
Is this a better Hermes fight? Using the corpse to explode dust. No.
This fight is also no good.
Okay. Now, Eric, I have promised you a tournament of power.
Right.
During this arc. During this part. Alright? Now, Eric, at this stage in part 5,
It's so...
at this stage in part 5, Eric,
Right.
we had the legendary train fight.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, where are we at in part 5?
Alright? Now, part 6 is a slower burn, ramps up, and gets insane.
This is my issue with Araki, and it comes to play right here in part 6.
That's what I've been saying the whole time, Eric.
Too complicated.
That's what I mean.
For what is actually happening on screen, it is not interesting.
That's what I mean,
Right.
Eric. Araki's running out of ideas.
He's talking about plankton. He's talking about suicide and all this. It's not interesting at all, and he's going in detail. I'm like, but the fight isn't interesting.
No, Eric. Part 6, notoriously slow burn at the start.
You tell me it's hype.
I think...
Hey, Weather Report saved it. Later.
The fights get way better.
Weather Report is the character I actually like. Hermes is good. I like the Foo Fighters, whatever. But these fights...
Julie's power's good.
Yeah, all the powers are good. What he's doing with them... You don't even give me the hype.
You get the hype. Next batch.
Give me
Eric.
the hype.
I promised you a battle royale, and you will get a battle royale.
You give Araki. You give me... What is this? Is this the 4th fight or the 3rd fight?
I guess it's the 4th.
You give me 4 gimmick fights in a row.
A lot of gimmick fights.
Stupid gimmicks.
I told you, running around here. Anyway. Hermes uses the corpse to dehydrate the plankton. Meanwhile, Jolene fighting Foo Fighters. I have won. I turned this environment into water. I have the advantage. But oh no, Eric. It turns out that I attached my strings to the tractor. And the tractor is running away.
What is
this?
What is this, the 4th time? This is the reveal?
FF runs out, gets clogged up in the dust, gets dehydrated, and Jolene decides to spare this creature because it doesn't want to serve. It's not serving Whitesnake because...
Sure, yeah.
Jolene gives us his new purpose. We now have a new crew member. FF takes the body of a former inmate.
And inhabits
Memes ensue. Quirkiness. Cuteness.
Sure, this is fine.
I make my titties bigger.
Classic.
I'm licking water off the floor. I don't know how to drink out of a cup. What is humanity?
Yeah.
All types of things.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know, man.
We have a new crew member, Foo Fighters. Fan favorite character because of these reasons.
Maybe Araki's like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But like, you know.
Now, Eric, we have gone offline, which is an issue.
Are you recording?
We are recording.
Well, that's fine. We keep going.
Next episode, we have Marilyn Manson, Eric. First time we get to really see Poochie.
Yes.
Father, I have come. I'm looking for parole. I'm a thief. Poochie, have you ever tried to suck on 2 cherries?
What's going on with the rock in these cherries, man?
The first cherry is the easy part. Alright? The hard part is the second cherry. Because you're not trying to bite off the seed from the stem on the first... Eric,
Poochie's got them skills.
Araki loves the fruit. Araki loves the fruit.
The perfect fruit of Japan.
Alright?
Isn't that right?
And Poochie doing some sexual shit with these cherries. What's going on there?
A very beautiful man, Christian. A very young man.
A very young and beautiful man.
Right.
Alright. Now, Poochie talking about God and fate and forgiveness.
Kills this woman.
Slams her head into the table.
You stole the crucifix.
Once a thief, always a thief, Eric. Once a thief,
always a thief.
All right. Now, all right, Poochie smacks your hand to the table, inserts some stand discs. Bada bing, bada boom. We got an enemy. Sends her around to the quad. All right. Now, FF, Jolene, Hermes, being pals, trying to fit in with humanity, sure. Drinking water, making people throw up water, got more fluid out of it. I win. Isn't she funny? Isn't she cute? Grossness.
Hilarious.
It's all there. All right. Now, of course, money, a very important part of Prisoner.
Yes.
You need the cash. We'll use the cash later on to get the phone call.
Okay.
We need this cash. All right. Marilyn Manson turns up. All right. Challenges them to a little bet, Eric. If you can don't catch the ball 100 times, $100 in your pocket. No cheating, because I'll know.
We'll get. I'll ask you the question after this fight.
Now
it applies again.
They throw the ball back and forth. They win. She goes, "How about $1,000?
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. No, more than double.
Okay.
10 times the amount, Eric.
Hermes always looking for that cash.
Hermes can't resist the
Jolene,
cash.
like, there's something sus.
Jolene, like, we got enough cash. Let's just leave this bitch alone. Right. All right? No. Hermes has to get involved. They're playing. The sun goes down. Time's up. The guy comes, confiscates the mitt. She drops the ball, but she used her stand to cheat. Marilyn Manson knows this.
No cheating.
Rips the money out of her body and steals her liver.
So the value of the black market or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're in trouble.
I don't know how the stand knows the value of black market
Don't
items. Sure.
Don't worry about it. If you don't have the money to pay Marilyn Manson,
we'll take it.
She takes the liver. She takes body parts.
Right.
All right. Now, it's up to Jolene
to finish the game.
FF to finish the game. But time's up, Eric. So, we're betting again. We're betting the stand disc. Marilyn Manson can't resist that. So now it's time to play ball.
Yes.
Foo Fighters and Jolene play ball. We're catching. We're throwing in the prison. We're doing all kinds of nonsense. The guard, we're going the elevator. The guard catches it. Game over. Oh no, Eric.
Yes. But
wait. Jolene attaches string and pulls the ball towards her, therefore catching it.
Would have thought.
And then hits her in the face with her aura and wins. Jackpot money.
Let me ask you this question. Does Araki do the same gimmick 4 times in a row with Jolene?
This was changed for the anime for no reason.
Okay.
Way better in the manga.
More of a head game situation?
No. Jolene plays catch with Marilyn Manson's face 1,000 times.
Right.
Why was that in this episode? Why did they change it? That was way cooler, way rawer.
Okay.
Just throws a ball into her face 1,000 times.
I'm more referring to the gimmick of my string's invisible until it's revealed that it's not invisible.
Well, that wasn't written originally.
Right. But the other times, with the tractor.
Yeah.
Is that a thing always?
Nah. I think it stops around now.
This is the 4th time. That's the big twist.
That's the anime.
Amen.
That's the anime.
Okay.
It stops. Alright? It stops.
You'd hope so.
It does stop. Now,
they might change it.
Well, there's more string shit coming up, of course. Okay. New abilities learned, Eric. But I prefer the manga far superior. Oh no, Eric. I did not lose the bet because I threw the ball into your face 1,000 times. And Eric, it only counts as cheating if your heart determines it as cheating. Okay. You know if it's cheating. That's how the stand works.
Okay.
So Jolene says, I didn't cheat. And I win.
Gets the stuff back.
And that's the end of this batch. The Foo Fighters little saga.
I mean, the baseball fight's better. It's a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more stakes involved. I liked how the organs are ripped out of people.
Yeah.
But, like...
I assume it works like Law's ability. Doesn't matter, it still works.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Not the best batch we got here.
Not the best batch, but I do really like the baseball fight more in the manga. It's good here. It's better in the manga.
It's okay.
Alright? And that's this batch.
So I'd give. Let's rate these fights. So the fucking Hermes fight 0. It's so bad.
All right, it's not a fight. It's not an It's not an anime.
It's offensive.
All right, it's real bad.
Probably get the rest too. I give the FF fight a 5, and I'd probably give the baseball fight like a 6.
Okay.
But like,
there you go.
This is not.
We're ramping it up.
Good.
We're ramping it up.
I'd probably give this batch like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because it's like whatever, man.
The insanity is coming, Eric. And I promised you insanity, and you'll get insanity.
Like, the threat of the disc is like fine, but it's like it's not really a physical threat.
Poochie's not a physical man,
right?
You know, it's very strange, Eric. Now, Eric, this is why Part 5. You would agree Part 5 is better than Part 6.
So far,
right at this point,
we had the train scene. We had Pesci evolve before our eyes
into a true man.
We had Mystic and shown the face.
That's true. We had the legendary train fight. How can people say Part 5 is bad?
The first fight with Bruno and Jono is a good fight.
Yeah.
And then you meet the crew. You're on speeding vehicles midair. You're reflecting bullets.
Yeah.
It's just tough.
Now, Eric, we have Weather Report coming in.
I'm interested in the Weather Report.
Right. We have Jolene evolving. We have Battle Royale coming up. We have Insane Prophecy nonsense coming up.
Now, what I want to see from Araki, just give each character a straight up throwdown.
But he did that, Eric. He's got nothing to go on. He's got nothing.
These are new characters, all right? With new abilities. Start basic. Start with the beef, and then put the sauce on. Don't start with the sauce.
Eric, we started with an illusion nonsense.
I know. And we're still continuing with the nonsense.
The nonsense dies down and then it ramps back up. Alright, so there you go. There's those batch of episodes. Let's move in to How Strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks, Eric? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who say Kaido's the strongest. You say Blackbeard's the strongest. Who say the man who was folded by Whitebeard is strongest, also known as Sakazuki Fleet Admiral. Some people out there say Mihawk's the strongest. And worst of them all, are people out there say I'm the strongest. Now, Eric, we come here with 100% factual information. We bring it to the table.
Yes.
This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that he was the one who actually gave Foo Fighters its sentience, Eric.
Oh.
Because he is the God King. With his almighty power, he gave birth to intelligence, consciousness, to free will itself.
From the beginning, before the Big Bang.
Exactly. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Now, moving on to the real show.
What's your problem with Chopper?
What happened to Chopper? Alright? Introduced on the crew as the younger brother, looks up to Zoro as the GOAT. Alright? Looks up to Zoro as the older brother. Zoro tells him what's what to do, how to act. And then, nothing. Alright? Now, let's go through it. Alabasta. What does Chopper do? Has a good combo fight with Usopp. Good synergy. Gets the job done. We have a good time. In his own ask. Saves Nami. Beats chess. Whatever. Okay. You know.
That's a thing.
That's something.
No.
Alright. Then we move into Sky P. Eric. Probably one of the best Chopper moments. Protecting the Mary.
Getting fucked up.
Getting lit on fire. Getting outclassed. But he still does it because he has to do it. His job was to protect the Mary, and he will protect the Mary. And we have Chopper in his OG form. I cannot stand Kung Fu Point.
It's no good.
It is so bad. Why are we doing this? Alright, and then we move in to Water 7, Eric. On the lineup to go kick Frankie's head in for disrespecting Usopp.
Right there in the crew.
One of the greatest crew moments of all time. The march on the Frankie family.
Right.
Chopper's not having any shit. Chopper puts away his childlike nature to beat some heads in.
It was all for his crew.
For his crew. Then Water 7 itself becomes the monster that he was feared by. Becomes the monster point. Craziness, hype. Destroys Kumadori.
Raw.
Monster point, rawness. Alright? Then, NES Lobby. I already mentioned he gets memed in through the bark. Never gets the finishing blow on Hogback. What's the deal there?
Odd choice.
But helps out with all, does his medical knowledge to hit the weak spot.
Medical resolve.
Right. And then we hit Shibondi gets separated from the crew, gets beaten by Kuma, teleported away, and that's that. And then post time skip, Eric. What's he doing Fishman Island? Memes around with Sanji. No, Sanji, you gotta get a nosebleed, you're gonna die.
Monster Point's changed.
Monster Point is now sentient. He does Horn Point's cool.
Yeah.
I guess. What does he get in Punk Hazard? Absolutely nothing. Doesn't even...
Kid stuff.
Doesn't even cure the kids.
Can't cure them.
Law does it.
Yeah.
Dressrosa gets folded by Jola.
Painting. Brooke, Nami, Chopper, folded.
Brooke gets it done, Eric.
By some memory.
By IQ plays.
Right.
Alright. And then we move into Whole Cake Island.
Done by trees.
Folded by trees. And then folded by Perispero. Does nothing the entire arc. And then when Wano
slapped Queen,
cured the Oni Eyes bullshit, does nothing. Now Zoro, he did his doctor shit, he got it done. Okay. But what happened to Chopper? He's been doing nothing in the post-time skip.
I had an example of something, but I lost it.
What?
I can't remember.
And you give me an arc.
It's gone. I had something.
Compare that to the great Chopper moments. What did Oda say? I can't be bothered with this character anymore. He does his doctor stuff, and that's it.
He didn't even get a new form in Wano.
No, longer time limit.
Give him a new form, Oda.
He needs a new form for the final war. He needs something. You need to give Chopper one of the great moments.
It's weird with these Straw Hats. Over time, they become weaker in the pecking order.
Yeah.
Well, the gap gets larger between the Monster Trio and the normals. Because when Frankie joins, he's a beast. And when Chopper joins, he's a beast.
Frankie's still a beast.
Right, but he's not like Sanji level.
No.
Not like Zoro level.
No.
He was somewhat comparable in, NS Lobby.
Yeah.
So was Chopper back when he joined.
I don't know about Chopper.
He's strolling around Monster Point. I mean, not Monster Point, Arm Point.
Chopper always seemed weak to me.
Right, but he was somewhat of a, the gap's enormous now.
Yeah.
Now, that's what it was. Some stuff with Big Mom on the ship.
Guard point.
I feel like if Oda was serious about Usopp, Nami, Chopper,
well, Nami gets all the power-ups.
Yeah, and showing their worth, you could have had all three of them big brain play but these Eric, two idiots all in page 1.
Exactly. Also, Nami gets the moment still.
Right, kinda.
For Cracker. Helped with Cracker in Whole Cake Island.
Right.
The Pyro King moment in Wano got memed by Big Mom, and we hate that. But at least there's something. Chopper's nothing. Chopper slaps Queen and pile drives him and gets shot up by Perospero.
And dodges Black Coffee.
He dies out of the way of Black Coffee. Alright? Shout out Black Coffee.
Black Coffee's never hit anyone.
I'm an Haki laser. Alright. I just wanna see Chopper get a moment.
And his doctoring skills kind of been replaced by Law and...
Yeah, Law just straight up replaced him. Like, legit, like... say what you want with Usopp, he still gets moments. Chopper's got no moments in the post-time skip. He needs something. Now, will it be curing the ultimate Pyro King disease? Probably. He needs to achieve his dream somehow. Alright. Does he put this Wazo drug in his arsenal of nonsense? Or will it ever be used again?
Only on Zoro again.
Alright. That's Chopper. A little disappointed in Chopper. Want to see something from Chopper.
Alright.
Alright. I'm just... Because he had some great moments at the post-time.
Usopp first.
Usopp needs stuff, but so does Chopper. Alright? Now, move it on to the Thunderdome. Thunderdome, Eric.
Who we got?
We have it now. Versus Cavendish. Eric. Questions.
Tell me if Cavendish has Haki.
Questions. I was about to bring that up. Does Cavendish have Haki?
Well, if he can cut steel, he has Haki.
You're saying because he cut some shields, he has some sort of Ryo, therefore some sort of Haki. He does have a famed blade, which we know is cursed, which we know you need some sort of resolve to wield. Does Cavendish have a little bit of armament? And if he does he have the speed?
He definitely has. Hakuba has the speed.
Hakuba has the speed. But Eric, we know the observation Haki on it now. Luffy has got mindless mode to hit him.
Is Hakuba mindless?
He seems to have some sort of intent because...
Killing intent.
Bloodlust, Eric, as it were.
Yes.
So, killing intent.
And Robin was able to catch him. Does that say more about Robin or less about Cavendish?
I think it says more about Robin.
Okay.
Alright. Now, do you think Cavendish is getting one-shot by this lightning?
He's a New World guy.
He is a New World guy, but...
I don't know about one-shot by lightning.
Two-shot. Because he doesn't really display any tanking feats in Dressrosa.
More just cutting feats. And they're not really feats.
You're going to have to go...
You have to give it to a Nell.
You have to give it to a Nell. Alright?
Which I think most people would agree with.
You have to give it to a Nell.
Sure.
Alright? Moving on to questions.
Couple of questions.
A few questions for the people. From Harvest and Berry. Have either of you seen the JoJo's fan animation Blood Sun Vendetta? If not, you should definitely check it out. It's amazing. Also, what do you think of the best of worst fights in JoJo up to part 6? Now, Eric, we know the worst. You've already said it. Now, this fan animation, Eric, I have had a look at this. It is the son of Whole Horse, the character from part 3. The gunslinger from part 3. The cowboy man. Supposed to join the crew, famously, but never did. One of the fan favorite characters. Whole horse.
Did Rocky just be like, nah, we never had plans?
Araki had plans. There's some mention that he was supposed to be a Joestar. Plans about Whole Horse.
Araki hyped him up, but then didn't use him.
Yeah, Whole Horse.
Okay, verse who? Is it good?
What do you mean verse?
Is it good?
It's this series is trying to do their own Jojo story, Eric, with the son of Whole Horse.
Is it good?
Eric, I don't think they understand the humor of Jojo.
Okay.
You know, some guy's dick gets bitten off. Where's my dick?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
We've got some weird Mexican stereotype shit going on.
Right.
We've got a part 8 character in there.
Gucci can finish these questions.
Being a meme lord. Wait, where are you going? Eric's got an explosion going on. Alright, anyway. It's fun, but not for me. Alright, not for me. From Michael J. Are we going to find out that Onigashima's original name in the Kaido flashback, or was this just a throwaway line? Onigashima. I'm assuming it has to do with Void Sentry nonsense. Some Joy Boy shit. That's what you gotta assume. Crazy shit if it's God Valley. That'd be crazy. Anyway. From Laxus. Any thoughts on the new Gen Shonen, My Hero Academia, JJK, Demon Slayer, Black Clover? I wouldn't call Demon Slayer new gen. It's been around for fucking forever, but My Hero should, like, I just can't get into the teen stories. High school. I can't get into it. One Piece, it's about adults. We're on an adventure. We're not stuck in high school. My Hero, I've heard it's up and down. Black Clover, I've heard it's, pretty good. JJK seems to have lost all its steam and fallen off a cliff. Don't know what's going on there. That's the cycle of things. There you go. From Dank Goku. How do you see Albath playing out if Big Mom is evolved? The way I see it is, it's like a Zoe situation. The Shreds get there, they're having a good time. They're meeting the Giants. Big Mom turns up, does something drastic, maybe cuts down the tree. Luffy gets mad. Luffy beats Big Mom. There you go. That's what I think. From I'm gonna kill favorite JoJo part. Favorite JoJo. Jolene gets good. Favorite part. Part 7. I think that's a standard answer. Favorite stand. True Man's World. Of course. Great stand. Great fight. Alright. From Sen Eto. Favorite JoJo musical reference. I mean, they're not really, like, here's the thing. The references are just references. They don't really relate to the band in any real way. Like Metallica, it's called Metallica because it's a metal ability, even though it's got really nothing to do with the band. They're all basically on that level. I wouldn't say, they're literally just a reference. They don't take into account the band in any way. I guess I'll go Metallica, I guess. From Darko Plax. Thoughts on clickbait titles. Now, this is a reference to Twitter. A certain meltdown by a certain individual. We brought this up in the what was it, 3rd anniversary, 4th anniversary with the boys. It apparently is what it is these days on YouTube, dude. You're not clickbaiting, you're not getting views. The algorithm's brutal. And if it's, if the video has to do with if the title has to do with the video, Is it really clickbait? Up to you. Eric, you missed the clickbait question.
What was that?
The clickbait question, Eric. What do you think about clickbait? Obviously relating to Twitter.
Grand Line.
And Grand Line's Meltdown. Clickbait is just the name of the game these days on YouTube, Eric. The algorithm is brutal.
I think Grand Line's Meltdown had more to do with a guy questioning his career path and
authority,
sure. Which
but anyway,
is whatever.
Yeah.
But the clickbait is what it is. It's of course it's memey, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. How you gonna be like an arbiter of like the YouTube high ground, and then you watch like a guy get hit by a car also on YouTube? You know, like how you gonna be like a content arbiter when you're on YouTube?
Yeah. Say what you want about Grand Line. He knows how to make a successful YouTube channel. Say what you want.
I'm more concerned about his hot takes and his clickbait videos. Titles.
That's yeah. Some of the hot takes are too hot. Ludicrous. Whatever. Now, Eric, what do you think about this question?
Yeah.
Thoughts on the new gen Shonen, My Hero, JJK.
I think we've done this before.
Black Clover.
Seen it all before, nothing new, it's whatever.
Eric, a very interesting thing about JJK. Where the fuck is it?
I think the anime's not. I think season's coming with the anime.
It's fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, no anime. It's like My Hero.
People still, at least I hear about the manga.
Yeah, but
every
JJK's
now and
still,
then.
young. My Hero's actually like
JJK's not that young.
I know, but My Hero's like doing endgame stuff and shit, so people
Let us know if JJK fucked it up in some way. I think it did.
Okay.
I think people got mad at some point.
Sure.
Some sort of ending of some arc,
People
classic.
always tell me about stuff, but yeah.
Right. Now, from Abhishek D, what's your take on Foo Fighters' dialogue on the pre-existence, intelligence, and how to precede the Big Bang, Eric?
Araki.
He's talking about consciousness of the universe, God, fate, gravity, all sorts of things.
Araki's ideology on fate and gravity.
Yeah.
Why?
We'll get into it, Eric, in part 6.
We got into it part 5.
We'll get into it in part 7, Eric.
Okay.
Now,
do you believe Araki? Do you believe in the Araki thesis of fate and gravity situation?
well, it's basically there are certain rules that you must live by via resistance. Ultimate freedom does not truly exist because we are governed by laws of physics and various things like that. All right, I think that's what he's trying to say. Fate is inescapable, but that doesn't mean we can't determine our own lives, Eric. And it's the fight between the two, the Joestar and the Dio Brando, Eric. The man who thinks it's a cosmic joke that fate is bad, fate is limiting. And the Joestars that fight for justice, for determining their own path, they have not succumbed to fate. They have embraced fate, and they're finding their own path. Alright?
Even though they have fate, still.
Well, man struggling against fate.
Resolve.
The resolve, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
From Armin Skrill, do you think Netflix fucked it up?
Yes.
There is no hype. There's a vacuum of hype. It needs to be filled by things. We hope. I hope season 7 is different. From Young Obama, do you guys think the CGI used this season will be reanimated when the Blu-rays will be sold?
No.
Yes. A lot of touch-ups, a lot of straight-up reanimation happens when the Blu-rays come out.
You really think they're gonna do Whitesnake?
They're gonna fix it up. They're not gonna fucking not make it CG.
Right, that's what I mean. Of course it's gonna be still CG.
They're gonna fix it up a lot.
Yeah, I think he's asking if they're gonna remove the CG. Do
you guys think the CG used this season will be reanimated? you can
I think he
reanimate
means reanimated
in 2D.
into
No.
2D.
It'll be fixed up.
You could just trace over it if you wanted to.
I mean, you get the same result, basically.
Yeah.
From Heavy Hime, can you guys react to PPPPPPP?
What is this?
Probably some meme anime. Alright. From Dart. Next time, can you do the entire batch of episodes? No. It's too many episodes.
Too long.
It's 12 episodes.
No, if Netflix wasn't a meme.
So it's your weekly.
Yeah.
From Abhishek D, will you and Eric ever do another one of these Jojo Design Wars? Design Wars is dead, my friend.
Does it mean Fashion Wars or Design Wars?
He says Design Wars.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Design Wars is dead. We tried to make quality content on YouTube. Wasn't clickbait enough. No one watched it.
We just need to make videos about Zoro, Christian.
That's true. And that's the final question.
Now, for next week,
we have possibly a blockbuster episode of Chapter of One Piece.
Now, I'm thinking about memeing it.
Ultimate clickbait.
And doing ultimate clickbait. If Zoro's in the chapter, he will with a thumbnail and a topic.
You should just do a thumbnail with like 20 Zoros on
Zoro
it.
is...
Circles,
yeah.
arrows. Zoro is... Question mark.
I can't believe Zoro did this.
Yeah. But do it.
Even if he's not in the chapter.
Even if he's not in the chapter.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'll do it.
Alright. We appreciate the people turning up. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. I will be back next week.
Thanks
with
to
the
Go
One
King.
Piece chapter. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the Go King.
Good night.